And turning to Northwest news, Pierce County Sheriff Paul Passiter announced today that a $4 million budget shortfall will force him to cut 30 jobs in the county jail and close unit housing 160 inmates. The News Tribune reports revenue is less than expected because of the city of Tacoma is sending some low-level inmates to the city jail in Fife, which has a lower booking and daily fees for each prisoner. The cuts will reduce the county jail's capacity to 1,200. A sheriff spokesman said the county jail will keep the most dangerous inmates. He says it's like a mini prison with a mental health ward. A House committee passed a measure making changes to the state's estate tax for married couples in response to a state Supreme Court ruling. It could cost the state $160 million over the next 2 years. The 8-3 vote by the House Finance Committee today is a legislative workaround to last year's ruling by the High Court, which found that the estate tax did not apply to married couples who had used a certain estate planning tool prior to 2005. The Department of Revenue says it has already received 70 refund requests totaling between $45 million and $50 million from estates that had paid the taxes prior to the court ruling. Others have gone to court to seek refunds. The state agency plans to start processing refund requests next week and expects to pay all refunds by the end of June. A fire has burned 2 unoccupied homes near Deer Lake Resort, about 25 miles north of Spokane in Stevens County. The Associated Press reports the fire started late last night in a home that was for sale and spread to an adjacent summer home. The first home is a total loss. The second is severely damaged. A Stevens County Fire Department prevented flames from spreading to other structures. And to end our day on an amusing note, here's a story about a cat. Yes, a cat.
MJ has become quite the sight on the streets of Philadelphia. Oh, and that's Rudy, the man peddling her around. Rudy Saldia, a bike courier, made this YouTube video to prove to his mom his cat really can ride a bike.
And her first ride was down this street right here. It just started at one end to the other, and she was fine with it. She wasn't too scared, and I said, okay, let's go a little bit farther.
One block led to another and another, until Mary Jane, or MJ, now rides shoulder to shoulder with Rudy, the high perch giving her a bird's eye rather than a cat's eye view of the city.
She enjoys seeing everything and having the wind blow in her ears, especially being an indoors cat. You know, this is really her only time outside. So she has grown to love it.
Fans of MJ fell in love with her on YouTube video, with more than 1.2 million hits since October. But Rudy, nicknamed Cat Bike Guy, isn't letting fame go to their heads.
People are worried about the cat, the safety of a cat riding on the street, and so am I, but I'm worried about my safety, so we are always safe out there.
The unusual duo recently caught the eye of GoPro camera, the same camera Rudy used to make his video. MJ now appears in the camera company's latest commercial with Rudy along for the ride. Rita Foley, The Associated Press.
Who says you can't train a cat? That's going to do it for us here at iFIBER 1 News. I want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you again tomorrow night.